Hello, Steps of Sussex! How are you doing? Hello and welcome to today's live chat video. As this is a live chat, of course, I will be interacting with you guys. So in a moment, I'm going to head on over and find the chat room. But it is Thursday, the 27th of February 2020, and here I aim to give you the latest up-to-date Steps of Sussex news. So we are going to be talking about celebrities who have been standing up for Harry and Meghan, and they are, of course, Helen Mirren and David Beckham. We'll be talking about that, and also I will reiterate a little bit about what I did yesterday about what's coming up over the next few days for Harry and Meghan, as well as taking, of course, all of your comments and questions, whatever you may have. So, first of all, I need to find the chat room. I hope you've all had a really lovely day. Of course, I did speak to you all yesterday as well, so it's not been terribly too long. Right, I can see the video coming up. Let's find people. Let's set this to, there we go, top chat. There we have it. Right, I can see everybody. So, yes, good morning to everybody who is here. Right, I think we should start with the first piece of news. Let's just go straight to it. So, I'm going to read a little bit about what Helen Mirren has said about Harry and Meghan. So, she has said, and this is to, I think it was actually given an interview she was doing for Variety magazine, and she said, let's not forget that Helen Mirren actually played the Queen. So she played Queen Elizabeth in the movie, the self-titled movie, The Queen. And I think she did a really amazing job in her portrayal as the Queen in that. So she said of Meghan that Meghan is a fantastic, or was a fantastic addition to the royal family, and said she applauds Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties. She told Variety. Now, as we know, there has been lots and lots and lots of talk in the media about Harry and Meghan and their decision to step back. So, Helen and David's comments on this, of course, are very interesting because obviously, you know, they are in the entertainment business, and it's interesting to hear what other people's opinions are. So, this is her responding to Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties as senior royals. She says, "I think their instincts are absolutely right, and I applaud them for it. Hugely, actually. Of course, it's complicated." She added that Meghan was a fantastic addition to the royal family, charming, did everything right, was gracious, was sweet-natured, and seemed to be, wow, what a lovely addition. Didn't seem to be neurotic, obviously responding to what some people have been saying and aiming criticisms. So she continues, "I think it is a loss in a way, but at the same time, I think their instincts are absolutely correct. And I think it, with all, hopefully sort itself out. And the tabloid pearl clutchers will get over their trauma at not having someone to attack all the time. They'll find another victim. Probably me," she said with a laugh. So, there we have Helen Mirren, Dame Helen Mirren, reflecting on it. Let's have a look to see what people are saying. Oh yes, by the way, this is my Queen Mary's diamond bandeau. I wore it yesterday, but there we have it. That is the tiara I'm wearing today. Meghan's wedding tiara, previously owned or created, I think, by Queen Mary. Also, we have David Beckham speaking out as well. So, again, David Beckham, world-famous footballer, originating, of course, from the UK, married to Victoria Beckham, formerly of Spice Girls fame. So, David Beckham has revealed, and this was for the Independent, no, it was speaking to Entertainment Tonight, but picked up by the Independent. He said that he is proud of the Duke of Sussex for stepping down from the royal family. And of course, David Beckham is friends with Prince Harry, and he has previously described him as an amazing person. "We love him," said David Beckham. Speaking on behalf of his wife Victoria, But I'm proud to see him growing up as an individual and being that person that every father wants to be. Every father wants to be loving to their children, and that's what I see with him. David Beckham did actually attend, if you remember, Harry and Meghan's wedding in 2018. And he says, I haven't spoken to Harry about him moving. That was, of course, in response to Harry's decision to move abroad. We speak as friends, and that's the most important thing to me. I think he's enjoying being a young father for the first time, and that's what we've spoke about. When you're a parent, it changes everything for you. He always needs to be happy. And there we go. That is what David Beckham has said. I will share these links so that if you want to read them, the full piece. There's actually quite a bit in the Helen Mirren article. Not all about Harry and Meghan, but if you are interested in what Dame Helen Mirren has to say about different things, check out the full interview there. Again, if you're watching on Catch Up, I will post those links in the description. And here is the article from the Independent describing what David Beckham said to Entertainment. Let's post that so you can see as well. There we go. So that is what Dame Helen Mirren and David Beckham have said about Harry and Meghan. CD Lewis says, I agree with her. After they get through making all of the money they want to make off Harry and Meghan, they will find someone else to kick around. Oh, you're talking about what the press might move on to someone else. Maybe. H. London says, call him Harry or whatever. Nothing will stop people from seeing and thinking of him as His Royal Highness Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Ridiculous fuss over something that is permanent and forever. Well, just a little aside to say on that. So, yesterday we spoke about how Harry had asked to be addressed or just called Harry. But if you actually read the Instagram post, which I will post again, there are two of them. So I'm going to post the first one. This is from Harry and Meghan's official Instagram account. So there's the first one. And that's one that I spoke about yesterday. And I'll also post one that I'm going to read in a moment, which is about yesterday, but was posted after I went off air yesterday. So let me just copy that one as well. So if you look at both of the posts, Harry is referred to officially as the Duke of Sussex. So on their own Instagram account, they are still addressing Harry as the Duke of Sussex. So I think, reflecting on all of this, I think that was Harry's way of just being really informal, friendly, also perhaps getting the point across about maybe not being able to use the word royal in Sussex Royal. But I think it's mostly about him just being informal, approachable, and yeah, I think also expressing that he's happy for people to just call him Harry. Just call me Harry, is what he said. But it's interesting to point out that he's still, at the moment, addressed as the Duke of Sussex on Instagram, his official Instagram account, Sussex Royal. So, the post that I didn't get to read yesterday because it hadn't been posted reads, in Scotland today, the Duke of Sussex and TRAVALYST have hosted a summit to launch their next phase of work, putting communities first with a mission to create a more sustainable tourism industry. And then it quotes some of Harry's speech. If you want to see the full speech, go check out my one of my videos on this channel. So TRAVALYST is working to build a future where people are able to take holidays and trips that have social, environmental and economic benefits to communities and destinations built in. There is an increasing desire for these types of trips, and we want to make them a reality for everyone. So again, not saying don't travel, don't fly, don't go on holiday. It's just saying maybe there are more sustainable ways of doing it that can benefit the environment and also local communities. So it continues at today's summit, yesterday's summit in Edinburgh. Representatives from across the Scottish tourism sector discussed the need to encourage and incentivise sustainable practices across the supply chain in a way that meets the needs of consumers who want more clarity on how to choose more sustainable options. And if you check out yesterday's video, I did provide a link to the TRAVALYST website. You can, of course, Google it as well. But there we have it. Let's just go over, and I'm going to go up and see if there's any further comments. Oh, happy birthday to Becky. I'm seeing lots of people saying happy birthday to Becky. So, yes, big happy birthday to you, Becky. Right, let's go up a little bit. Karen says, when I think of the couple, I think of them as Harry and Meghan. I don't think about titles. Titles don't mean much to you. Betsy says, being a new parent is a lot of work and juggling of many needs. Indeed it is. It's also the most important job in the world. Cookies and Cream says, I'm so glad to see more people speaking out. The British press is being totally unfair and unscrupulous. It is a bad look for the racist British press and the royal family. The world sees what's going on. Hello to Vivian, who says hi. Lauren says, is the Instagram still being written by the palace? We may see changes when the palace staff don't write the posts anymore. I don't think so. I mean, don't get me wrong. The palace, Harry and Meghan still have offices at the palace until the 1st. So they will still be having that. I think Harry and Meghan most certainly will be having a lot of control over their Instagram account. I think they always have from day one exerted a lot of control. Whether or not their staff are actually writing it as of now, we don't necessarily particularly know. I mean, it never actually says. But there was always clues with the Instagram account that it was Harry and Meghan's staff, because sometimes Americanisms were used. So definitely some of those posts were written with an American hand, or typed with an American hand. Whether that was Meghan directly herself, as some people speculated at the time, or whether it was some of their staff who may have had an American education, or Canadian, American or Canadian education, it's possible that they still could be written by the palace, but it's also possible that Harry and Meghan may be doing it themselves. But the one thing that we do know that is certain is that the Buckingham Palace office will be disbanded as of April the 1st, which is the official date when Harry and Meghan step back from official royal duties and enter into this 12-month transition review period, I should say. And then post the review period, we will have to wait and see what happens from that. H. London says, I was referring to the removal of his HRH title because he cannot have financial gain. So silly, title or not, he will still make dollars because of who he is. More power to him. He most certainly will. I mean, Harry and Meghan most definitely have the earning power and potential to make a lot of money. I mean, some people have been estimating within 10 years, $500 million. Some people have said more than $1 billion. The truth is, we don't know how much money they intend to make. We also don't know how they intend to make it. We know that they want to do charity work. We know that they are going to be doing great philanthropic work to benefit all their different causes and charities, of which we still don't have detail on what that is going to look like. But we know that they will. They will be raising money for that. But also, they will need to earn money for themselves. If they are not being funded by the royal family, at some point, they're going to have to start actually earning the money for themselves. And we don't know exactly what they have in mind to do that. I don't think we are going to be seeing things being sold like what was speculated. Like when they trademarked Sussex Royal, we heard it was trademarked against pens, papers, magazines, clothing, all the rest of it. I do think that was just a protective measure, just like the Cambridges, to protect from other people exploiting that. Now, once they have rebranded and we know what that is, it's likely that they will be trying to protect that new brand in the same way. So we'll probably have more protections put in place. To me, I don't think it means we're going to see their new brand on pens, on clothing, on all the rest of it. They may do that, but I don't think so. I think probably more what we're going to be seeing is maybe more work, kind of low key work in terms of maybe working with the banking sector. We've seen examples of how they may be moving in that direction, maybe giving speeches, maybe writing books or literature that may, for example, be on impactful issues, maybe women's education, maybe mental health, that kind of thing. I don't think we'll be seeing any sort of tell-all documentaries or TV appearances with Oprah or anyone else. I don't think we'll be seeing that. We may see Meghan in particular maybe doing voiceover work. We may see a return to acting as well. There may be, and also brand deals. Perhaps maybe Harry and Meghan would have brand associations. I think that's entirely possible too. So there is lots of work that could be done. Let me know what you would like to see Harry and Meghan do. So if you could pick like a dream project that's non-charity, that is for them to make money for themselves, let me know what you think would be the ideal project or brand. What brand association would you like? Or do you think they could even come up with their own brand of something? Maybe a perfume or an aftershave? No, I don't think we'll be sniffing Harry and Meghan anytime soon. But who knows? That's the one thing that we don't know. We don't know what Harry and Meghan said to the senior royals during the Sandringham summit as to what they planned to do, because obviously whatever they divulged as to what their plans were influenced the senior royals' decision that they couldn't use formally the HRH with their new ventures, and also played a part in them deciding that they should perhaps drop the use of royal. Now, of course, we know that Harry and Meghan could use the word royal outside of the UK. Those laws regarding the use of royal only exist in the UK. And that is for registered businesses or companies that are registered using the word royal. So, for example, if you are self-employed in the UK, you cannot just set up a business calling yourself, I don't know, royal this or royal that. But at the same time, we have many, for example, public houses, pubs, as we say, in the UK, that are called the Royal Oak or the Royal this or the Royal that. But that is because that is not their registered business trading name. Their business registered trading name will be something else. The Royal Oak or the Royal Exchange or the Royal whatever will just be a moniker. A little bit like my other channel, Royal Reviewer, that's not my business trading name. That's not my company. It's a moniker. So that's why you can have the Royal Exchange, the Royal Oak, Royal this, Royal that, because it's not an actual business trading registered name. Whereas Harry and Meghan were trying to build a brand, a registered trading name upon Sussex Royal, and that was what wouldn't have been allowed here in the UK. Outside of the world, they could have done that. I don't think legislation exists around the world that would limit them in that way. But they have said quite categorically that they don't need to use the word royal. And yes, I do think they will be able to earn their own money, their own dollars elsewhere incredibly easily. But we do not know what form that will take. Let's have a look what people are saying. Stephanie D says Oprah had mentioned in her 2020 tour interview with Lady Gaga that Lady Gaga would be doing something with her and Harry's mental health project. Oh my goodness, imagine Harry and Meghan with a Lady Gaga single. Oh my god, I would go crazy. I really, really would. DHT says, do you think they will hold on to the Sussex Royal Instagram if they need to use it after the 12 month if things change? No, they did say that they would be rebranding on their official website. I forgot the exact words, but they did say that they were going to be rebranding everything, the website, and no, they said that, didn't they say they'd be rebranding their social medias which I think also means the Instagram and the website. So that will, no, they said refreshed. Refreshed was the word. I remember now. So yes, I do expect the Instagram account to be refreshed. I don't think they'll have a new one. I think, can you change your name on Instagram? I think they will just change it to something else. And I think, yeah, I think a refreshing. So perhaps we might see that from April the 1st. I think that would be a good time to have refreshed everything. So I would expect there to be a refresh going on, as per what they said. Betsy says they should get in on the sustainability in business wave. That would be a good match. That would absolutely be a good match. And that's what I mean. I think they'll be earning money, but it will be through through causes and things that they hold dear to their own hearts. So yes, that would be a good one, I think. Christine says, love my brooch, thank you. It is a ruby and diamond one. Not real rubies and diamonds. Stephanie DK says, the anti-American vibes are coming from the UK are so disheartening for us long-time royal lovers. Okay. When you say anti-American vibes from the UK, I think there might be a lot of anti-American vibes coming through from the media and the press. But I am a member of the British public, and I can tell you categorically that people that I speak to on the ground, people that I know, are not anti-American. Many of us love to go on holiday to America and have done for many, many years. British people adopt a lot of American culture, and I know it's a bit of a two-way thing. You know, British music, for example, has always been a big export in America. American music and culture has always been a big part of England and Britain. It's definitely a two-way street. But on the ground, I can categorically tell you that people are not anti-American. The press may be having a bit of an anti-American angle, especially in the royal circle, because a lot of the press will kind of have wanted to kind of regurgitate everything that surrounded Wallis Simpson. And I think they have tried to put everything that happened with Wallis into Meghan, and they've tried to make Meghan the Wallis Simpson of our time. But to be perfectly honest, most people on the ground don't care that Meghan is American at all. Most people, if you go back to the time of the wedding, most people were just incredibly happy and joyous to have Harry happily married and having found someone who he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Meghan most definitely was welcomed with open arms by the public. The press and the media are a completely different issue. So, yeah, I would just say regarding that comment that any anti-American feelings are probably from the press who do not represent the people. And I'm going to skip down and see what people are saying about that. Betsy says, rubies. Ruby is your birthstone. Oh, Janet says, I swear if I see another Good Morning Britain YouTube clip where they go on and on about the use of planes or private planes, I will lose it. Oh, the private jet thing. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Elaine Parker says, Elliot, I am also British and totally agree with you there. Yeah. Do not confuse what the British press are putting out and think that it represents the people, because it does not. Betsy says, so if Americans travel to the UK, we will be safe and welcomed. Most definitely. Absolutely. Where's my fan? Yes, you most definitely will. Totally. And the amounts of, you know, I haven't been to London often, but I did go in September, and at the beginning of September, and I saw many, 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 many happy and welcomed Americans. So, could have been Canadians as well. So, well, actually all tourists were most definitely welcome. Let's have a look what people are saying. Hello, Deb. Hello. Candice Bavaria says, I totally agree about the Wallis thing. The press started dredging up comparisons with her to Meghan, as they do with Catherine and Meghan. It causes conflict. It was an easy swipe. It was a very easy swipe to compare. I think they wanted to make Meghan the baddie. They cast. I've always said that almost like being a royal is like being on a stage. Everyone has their part, and the press like to cast people, and I think they most certainly did try and cast Meghan as the baddie, and one of the ways they tried to do that was to make comparisons and dredge up, as you said, the past with Wallis and what happened with Wallis and Edward, and they tried to put that into Meghan. Let's have a look. Becky says, don't we all love a wonderful love story? And that is what Harry and Meghan are. We most certainly do love a good love story. Candice Bavaria says, so true. What our vile tabloids say is not representative of all of us Brits. Indeed, that must be completely stressed. Charlotte says, we Brits, not our gossip media, but we must come out against them. So if I'm not reading every single comment, I'm just trying to make sure that I read as many as possible. Marjorie says, all news we get is an extreme version of mostly bad news, and they don't retract what they should. Everything is sensationalised and heightened, most definitely. Hello to Leonora. Hello. Right, I'm going to move on from that story, and that, well, I think we moved on a while ago. We've just been chit-chatting, haven't we? We've been having a good old chin wag, as we say in the UK. Right, so, tomorrow, Harry is going to be joining John Bon Jovi when he records his single Unbroken, and that is to benefit the Invictus Games. He'll be recording it with the Invictus Games choir, so that will be amazing. I can't wait to hear it, and also I can't wait to see what Harry's involvement with it. We saw last week, wasn't it, that Harry announced it through a text message conversation that was posted on the Instagram Royal account. Now, that wasn't a real conversation. It did actually say in the small print, if you read, that was a made-up text conversation, but nevertheless, it was a really, really great way of promoting something that was coming up. So, I can't wait to see what Harry's involvement will be. Harry, in that mocked-up conversation, the text conversation, did joke that maybe he would sing. Let me know if you would like to hear Harry sing. So we did see Harry doing a little bit of a singing along at the Hamilton musical last year when he attended with Meghan. So we do know that he can carry a little bit of a tune. So hey, maybe we may see Harry having a little part. Maybe he'll join the Invictus Choir. I don't know. But anyway, I would love to see Harry's involvement with the actual recording of the song. Whether we will get that or not, I do not know. But I would love to see... I would love to be able to buy a song with Harry's voice in it. That would be amazing. So I hope he does. I hope he does sing in the choir. So that will be amazing. March the 6th, Harry will be joining Lewis Hamilton, the racing driver, as they launch the Silverstone Experience, which is a museum of racing, so racing car driving. That will be really, really good to see. March the 7th, we have the MOUNTBATTEN Festival of Music, and that will benefit the Royal Marines charity. That's held at the Royal Albert Hall. And I think I have some information on that. So I'm going to post you the link to the official Festival of Remembrance website. So if you want to take a really good look, there may even be some last minute tickets. I don't know if you're in the UK. Again, I will post all of these links I've shared today in the description. So do go and check them out. So the Mountbatten Festival of Music returns, featuring the massed bands of Her Majesty's Royal Marines. performing over 2 nights at the Royal Albert Hall, including a new Saturday matinee performance. These concerts display the outstanding versatility of some of the world's finest military musicians and given the West End treatment with spectacular lighting effects. The festival sees the Royal Marines showcase their incredible musicianship and pageantry and features a wide range of musical styles, including music from the big screen and superb solo items, as well as the traditional marches and overtures that have proved such a hit with audiences over the years. So there we go. I'm just trying to see if there's any... it doesn't say, I don't think, if there's any tickets left, so you could maybe try. They are still advertising that you can ring up, so if you're in the UK and you haven't got a ticket and you want to, there may be some space, so do go and check that out if you wish. Betsy says, yes, I would love to hear Harry's singing voice and Meghan's as well. Fiona says, I hope we get a video of the song as well. So many good events. I hope we get a video too. Thank you to Sue, who says I look quite handsome. You can stay, girl, if you're going to keep giving me these compliments. Yeah. So, then March the 8th, it's International Women's Day. Now, Meghan will be attending an event to do with that. We don't know what that is yet. As far as I'm aware, at this point in time, nothing has been announced. So, as soon as I do know something, we might not even know until the day, but as soon as I do know something, I will of course let you know in some kind of update. March the 9th will be the Commonwealth Day service, where Harry and Meghan will be attending with other senior royals. The Queen, William and Catherine, Charles and Camilla, all the rest of them. And then that's it. As far as we are aware, that is the last official known engagement of Harry and Meghan before they leave as senior royals on April the 1st. Now, that's not to say that any engagements might not be thrown in there somewhere along the line, but those are the known ones at the moment. If anything changes, I will of course let you know. Let's have a look. Carolyn says, I miss seeing Harry and Meghan and Archie. Fiona says, I hope we get a video. Oh yeah, I've read that one. I hope we get a video too. Right, and that's it. That's all the Harry and Meghan royal news updates for today. So, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. Also, like I say, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So, from me in Shropshire, mwah to you all, and goodbye.